Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to go over everything in Overspeed. How much it costs, where to get it, what characters are best for it, what it does in battle. Every little detail you need I should be covering in this video. So let's not waste any time, jump in, and let's go over this new system. It's really powerful, by the way. Not only just the stats that it gives you, but how to use it in battle specifically and what times to use it really makes a big difference. Alright, so let's start off where this is. Currently, if you go under growth, characters, and when you first come here, if you haven't seen the role stream yet, you're going to be in your character stream where you use memory crystals. Click on the little box right beside me where my webcam is and it says roles. You'll end up in this place where you now have every character and their role streams. There is different type of role streams for depending on the character, and we'll go over that. So first ones are Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, Vincent, Zack, and Sephiroth. These are your attackers. Your tanks are Barret, Angeal, and Glenn. Your healers are Aerith, Matt, and Red 13. Your support characters are Cait Sith, Sid, and Lucia. Each one is depicted by a different color of noble, or just memories. The red one is attackers, the blue one is tank, the yellow is supporter, and the green one is healers. So I'll show you that real quick. If you go here, go to events, the tower that's going on at the moment, every 10 floors was unlocking a new one, except for the first floor gave us 5. So you can see at floor 50, I got 10 of these here. And then if you go to floor 40, I got 10 of the supporting one. And if you go all the way to the bottom, floor 5 gave 10 of those. And then it gave at floor 10, but then it went by 10s from this point. So now we go to floor 20. You can see we got the green, we got the blue, then we got the yellow, and I'm assuming as we get to floor 100, we're gonna get more of these through that. And then the next place we got this from was from Odin's challenge for the noble memories, to be specific here. If you go into challenges and we click on rewards, I believe it shows all the rewards for all the nodes. It's going to show me from forward, but you can see I can get 10 from over here. And then if we back out and we go to the normal story anniversary and we go to solo, you can see the purple ones are for first time clears. There's a green one over here, the yellow, the blue, the red, the green, the yellow, the blue, the red, and also from the exchange shop. If you use your horns, you can see I have 30 blue ones here, 30 of the yellow ones, and if we scroll down, I purchased 30 red and 30 green. So that's currently where you got the memory crystals for each character and each color correspond to them. The attacking role, every single role can be unlocked overspeed once you consume 500 stamina in solo, 300 in co-op. This applies to all the characters. So you don't need 500 specifically for Sephiroth. You just need 500 in general. So once you do that, that's for all the characters. The only thing unique to a character is once you unlock under the normal memory crystal. So once you're just leveling up your character through the normal means, in here, you're going to be able to unlock that first node after you deliver 10 of these. So I haven't done it just to show you guys. So I'm going to switch to a character that I haven't had. And I believe someone like Yuffie. Here we go. So I'm going to go to Yuffie. Go down here. I haven't delivered her 10 memories. I have unlocked 100 nodes. Once I deliver 10 memories, I don't have to use 500, 300 stamina. I haven't used her in a while, and I'm still able to get that role stream activated. But this is the basic. So every character has a unique one. For the attacking one, we're going to get attack buff, but you can see here, attacker tuner is level 1, ATB cost -1. Every role, just for the basic unlock, is only 1 ATB less for any skill that you use, including materia, C ability, so everything costs 1 less ATB. In order to unlock the second feature, you've got to unlock the node with noble memories and normal memories. You can see now we have physical attack 5% and magic attack plus 5%. Duration also went up by 2 seconds. That's for level 2. If we do level 3, so we unlock 2 new of the growth stream, you can see now that we're attacker tuner level 3, which gives us 10% for magic and physical, and our duration increases by 2 more seconds, going to 14. So the base one for everybody is just ATB -1 and duration of 10 seconds. There is something unique on here for charging. Charge speed is 120 seconds. Minimum required is 50%. I'm going to show an example of that in a part of this video. All right, to show you what this is, Overspeed will be in this little node right here, attacking, healing, and you can see that this orange bar is slowly moving. As this orange bar slowly moves, it's going to get to the point where it's down in the middle, and that's the 50% mark. So I can't activate it right now, none of them, but I'm going to show you the difference between a full one, half one, and somewhere in between. So right now, as soon as it hits right here, it is met its minimum requirement. So if I would activate it right away, boom, 5 seconds duration. You can see I had 10 seconds, so I didn't get the full thing. Now, what if you go at minimum requirement, but it's somewhere like here and you need it? It should be like 8. There you go, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I got 8 seconds out of that one instead of just the 5 seconds at the smallest point. Now down here on healer, you can see it's fully completed. Just blinked. This one is a 10-second duration. I'm going to click on it, full 10-second duration. So you can start activating at any point. This is where its 50% mark is, and wherever it goes up is what you get out of that. So it's not 50% if you hit over here and you only get like half of that. No, 50% of whatever it is starts there and you can activate it. So you can do it the whole duration, half a duration. Hopefully that made sense. So with that being said, let's go into what makes each character unique. So the nodes here, it's going to cost you 150 of the 4-star node, and for the 5-star node, it's going to cost you 40 of these. I showed you where to get them. So the total cost to unlock one character is 40 5 stars, 150 of the 4 stars. That's because each node costs 6, and there's 29 nodes, 4 of them being the nobles. So 25 times 6 is 150 nodes. Every single attacking character, Yuffie, Sephiroth, is going to get an increase of 1500 HP. You can see each row here is 600, but we got to minus the 150 down here. So each row gives us 450 HP, totaling to 1500, and that's a lot of HP once you max this out. The first row will give us magic plus 200. The second row will give a physical attack plus 200, and the middle row has the mix for 100 each. So you're going to get 300 physical and 300 magic attack total. So that is the increase for just the base stats. Now, ability effects is shortened O charge. So the speed of this charging will be reduced by 2% for each row, giving us a total of minus 6%. And then every row has a unique element increase of 10%. So you can see lightning, ice, fire, wind, water, earth. So in total, you're going to unlock 10% lightning, water, all those potencies once you fully complete the character. So depending which row you do first, make sure that character Yuffie actually has a fire build that you have. Instead of locking the middle one first, you come over here and unlock this one first to get that extra 10% damage. So you have to make those choices. That is the attacking roll. 1500 HP, 300 magic attack, 300 physical, and 10% to each element. That is what's unique to this character. So with that being said, let's go into tank. What makes tank unique from the attacking roll? Well, in the tanking roll, you can see here when you unlock that first level increase, you're going to get physical defense and magic defense plus 5%, duration up 2 seconds. And if we go to level 2, from level 2 to level 3, it gives a 10% increase, and it's going to go higher to level 4, level 5. Now, the thing about tanking is we're going to get, obviously, defenses up. So you can see here, instead of attack up and magic attack up, we're going to get HP, which is going to be the same thing. You see here, 600, 600, so it's 1500 in total. Physical defense plus 6, magic defense plus 6 on each side has plus 12, so a total of 18 magic and 18 physical defense increase. On top of that, duration O charge for every of these rolls is 6 seconds, and then you're going to have each elemental resistance plus 20%. That's really big. That's really big. So depending on what side you do, there's different elements, fire, water on that side, and over here, lightning and wind resist. So tanking is all defenses up with the same amount of HP and the unique ability of physical and magic defense plus 5%. That is your tanking role. Your supporter role now is going to be, I go to red 13 because he's a supporter to me, not a healer. But anyways, first unlock is going to give you Destroy Sigil. This is the most unique role, and that's because every character has a different sigil. Kate Sith has circle sigil, Lucia has X sigil, I believe. No, triangle sigil, and then Sid has the X sigil. So depending on what sigil you want to break is dependent on the character you're bringing in. So not every supporter is going to break every sigil +1. I don't know if I like this, and it forces you to use character. Like, I don't have Sid built at all. What if I go into a quest I need to break X sigil? Kind of sucks. But with the -1 ATB, every ATB is less. So when we use this and we go into it, our ruins are going to cost 2 ATB instead of 3 ATB. And weapons like Nameless on Sephiroth only cost 2 ATB normally, which will cost 1 ATB. So you can just spam Nameless ability over and over and over. I think even Red 13 has a 2 ATB one. And that will just kill sigils really fast. So supports having a unique sigil to them is bad, but the -1 ATB makes sigil phases really quick. And when you mix the two together, having -1 on Ruin, 2 ATB plus an extra 1, sigil phases are going to go really quick no matter what character is on your team. It's just weird that they separated the 3 symbols on 3 different characters. But that's what support characters are. And increasing this to level up will give them actually a buff. So they have the same buff that attacking roles do, just not as high. You can see level 3 only gives 5%, and as you go, probably going to give a little bit more here and there. They just have that unique sigil. So they didn't get totally screwed over where they're like, oh, I just get a sigil X or circle or triangle. They also get an attack buff with them. So their total stats is 1,350 HP, magic attack plus 300, and physical attack plus 300. So they got the same attack as the attacking role, but like I said, the buff is smaller. That's what makes a difference. So they don't just get sigil and all the buffs. And also the HP is 150 HP less. It's 1350 in total. Also, the next unique thing that this class gets is a buff and debuff duration up. And it only comes from the left and right. The left side will give you debuff plus 60%. And on the right side will give you buff duration plus 60%. So that what makes the supporting role different from the other roles. Now the last role is the healing role. And this one is a little bit different. I really kind of wish they gave more than just what they did. Like, I wish this one did have buff and debuff duration, but they fully focused on healing, which makes sense. But characters like Aerith do have a lot of buffs and debuffs. But the whole point of this role is to increase healing. So at level 2, you're going to lock heal plus 5%. And if you increase that to level 3, 4, and 5, you're going to go up from 10% and beyond with more duration. The total stats you're going to be getting off of this HP total is again 1350. Duration minus 6% on short and old charges only in the middle. Left side ability is going to be group healing plus 9%. And on the right side is going to be single target healing plus 18%. So depending on what you want to do, you know how some of Aerith's weapons have a slot just for cure. So you put that material on there and it does a lot of healing. You can already heal a lot. So I'd probably focus on the AoE healing one first. Because we do have a really strong cure slot already, I believe the AoE one's going to work really well for characters like Aerith. Might be different on other characters, but specifically, that feels like the way to go. Now, that is the total difference of this. Everything else is pretty straightforward, just healing potency increased. The total healing you get here on the left is 90, right side is 90, and then down the middle is nothing. So 180 healing increase. That is the healing role. Every character, again, is up to you, what you want to do with them. But this is what each character offers for the healing role, tank role, support role, and DPS role. A little bit of advice is you should really be choosing when it comes to these characters. You might have Yuffie fully decked out top to bottom and you're saying to yourself, well, no one else has worked on as much as she is. She's my favorite. And that's usually the thought process you should have. But if you're in a guild who's trying to aim for high ranking and you want to do the best thing possible, wait for guild battle and see who your attacking character is during that guild battle, because that will help you make or break your guild into a higher ranking. Everything else is permanent content, and usually the events are pretty straightforward and don't take much unless it's the last quest of Critical, which is going to be another place these are coming from according to the notices. So you are most likely going to get more of these pieces at critical events. So you do have to be strong for those, but everything else, ranking events, they might even introduce that into ranking events. So you want to make sure you save it for those specific moments. Man, I need to get stronger. Now it's a time to use my memories to overspeed my characters, right? So that's the choice that I'm going to make when the guild battle comes out. Whatever my team is, that team's going to get overspeed so I can help my guild out. And next time we run through all the events, by the next month on the next guild battle, I'll have more of these memories. I choose those next characters. So that's my thought process. Just a little bit of advice. Dungeon ranking, battle rankings, and guild battles are the most unique thing in this game that give different rewards and usually where you want to save it for. Next little piece of advice is also when you do a character and you have 3 different DPSs, but you don't have enough resources to do everybody. Like I said, it's going to cost 40 to unlock all the levels of this. Or your 3 DPS, you can both give them, or give all of them, 1 unlock for level 2 to get that 5% increase. That way, all your DPS on the team have a 5%. So you can spread the love a little bit between each character or fully deck out one character, depending on what you're trying to do. But if you don't activate this first node on supporter, tank, healers, or DPS, you won't get that second ability. So you could fully deck it out or give a little bit to everyone. So keep that advice in your back pocket and use it where you want to use it. Overspeeding is going to be very important in this game. Like I said, during a battle, when a sigil phase comes up, you want to activate those overspeeds so you can break that sigil phase right away. When a steam phase or phase comes up where you have to use wind damage or just do damage to reduce the orange bar before they go into a big hit, like Ifrit, use ice damage on him to reduce his damage from Hellfire. You activate that so your ice DPS can DPS it as fast as possible. Moments where you need a quick heal, someone's going to die, or a quick buff, reduce that ATB gauge -1, save overspeed for moments like that. Overspeed is going to change the game a lot. I know at face value, it's like, it's only 12 seconds of, 5% increase. It's the -1 ATB that's going to change battles, and it's going to add so much more strategy. It's not really that they're doing more damage or doing more healing. It's that they're reducing how much ability cost, which is incredible, right? Again, we have haste, ATB regen from like Bahamut Rod, Aerith's ultimate, now death penalty from Vincent, you get +3 ATB during stream phase. So like with all that mix and minusing 1 ATB for all your abilities, there's going to be some quick battles and some really hard battles where you're going to be clicking a lot of buttons. So this is Overspeed. We'll have another video, or just when I'm doing my guides on like how to beat a battle, you're going to see how I use the Overspeed, but it's pretty much what I said in the end there. You're really utilizing that -1 ATB. Everything else is just going to be a passive thought because it's all just increases your character, HP, healing, damage, tankiness, right? That -1 ATB is so good. So Overspeed system, let me know what you think about it. Besides all that, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.